Actually, see if I can get the screen to be a little brighter on my end. There we go. Okay, happy Saturday, Catterday. Cersei, you're at work, but you'll try to check in. No worries, Cersei. Hope everything's going well with the little kitties, Trooper, BB. Can't remember some of the others. Hello there, Maya. Hope you're doing well. The big meanie, you're gonna miss this. You have a vet appointment, and then you are donating blood. You'll check into the replay. Okay. And big meanie, if you do happen to check into this, I will take a look at those places. I guess even though they're the same from the same creator, but I will take a look, and I will let you know in the next few days as far as that donation place. Can't imagine there being an issue, but I always like to take a look see first. And then Big Meanie, your older lady is going through some problems and may need to have her thyroid meds adjusted. I'm assuming Big Meanie, is she on Filamazole, the little pink pill, or does she take something else? Um, Rosemary takes Filamazole, and we've had to adjust it here and there. She's not eating. What we've done with Rosemary, again, if you're listening to this like post live, is just basically trying just different types of food. So with us, like the most important thing is to get her to eat like whatever. It almost doesn't even matter what the food is. I know we try to be careful. What works with Rosemary is fish. If she's getting a little finicky. Um, but that's what usually works for Rosemary. But send me a comment if you want to the Big Meanie, or email me, and we can talk more. Hello there, Stella. How you doing? Hello there, Debbie, Connie, Jesse, Tranquil, Nash. Hope you all are doing well. Hello there, Ruth. Max just finished up his food. We were supposed to get some snow. We still might get some snow out here in NC, but so far it's been a bit of a dud, which I'm kind of disappointed. I like snow. I'd like to have some snow, but I mean, right now we got really nothing. Hello there, KK. Yeah, y'all who have snow, you need to send some snow down here to NC. We still might have like a few more hours, maybe like a half a day or so of some snow. So hopefully the numbers will start to pile up, so we can at least have 1 or 2 days of no school next week, or remote learning as they call it. But we'll see. Hello there, Catitude. How you doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Hello, Linda. Hope all the kitties are doing well. Hello there, George. How you doing, George? Hope you're doing well today. I was waiting for Shelly to have a live. Maybe she's going to have a live tomorrow. I was checking in every so often around my time, like 10, 11. But I'm sure she's busy and is getting close to some of those other kitties finding their home, their new home, I should say. But maybe she'll have a live tomorrow. Uh, Tranquil, no more winter. I understand. I mean, I think a lot of people think like that, Tranquil, and I understand, but I like the snow. Maybe because I'm just so unused to it. Hello there, Jordan. Been a little while. Hope you've been doing well. Thank you for popping in today. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Mr. Maximus here. He's good. We did throw up a couple times on Thursday in the morning, but we haven't thrown up since. That seems to be his like routine sometimes. When he pukes, it's in the morning. I don't really have any new news on the baby, but I am going to talk about the baby a little bit more because I know some people had some more questions, especially like with her, why she's potentially getting fed weight loss food. And we're trying for her to gain weight. So I do understand, and I'm going to hopefully explain that a little bit better. We haven't given her anything yet. We're going to try maybe over this weekend, but it was just a suggestion to try for maybe a couple of weeks. And I'll go into a little bit more detail on that, either when we have the baby around or just a little bit later in the live stream. Stella, you have 7 kitties. Stella, didn't you have a kitty pass away recently? I'm trying to remember. can't remember the name, and it might have been somebody else, but I know somebody with that name or close to that name had a kitty that unfortunately passed away somewhat recently. Maxie, you're like, let me in, or let me out, I should say. Okay, Stella. Yeah, I thought so. And again, condolences with that situation. I'm sorry. Hello there, the Nene 77. Interesting name. Kept doing the cat doing. I don't know what that means. If you're asking like what this cat is doing, so Nene, this kitty is just waiting to be let out. This is Maximus. He is one of 9 cats we live with, and he gets fed a special diet because he's got food allergies. So my wife is feeding some other kitties, and once they're done eating, we pick up our dry food because he's not allowed to have any dry food, and then he's allowed to go back out. So that's what he is waiting for. He's patiently. I'm Maximus. Are you patiently waiting, buddy? I know, you're gonna be out soon, honey. You want to eat your fishy? Hello there, David Peak. Do some flips. I don't think he's gonna do any flips, but you never know. If there are any new people here, please say hello if you want to. You don't have to, of course. If you have kitties, please let us know in chat. If you have any cat questions, go ahead and put them in chat as well. Maxie. I know, Maximus. You're like, I'm a good boy. Yes, Max is definitely getting some strength in those back legs again. We're having to, I think I said this last Tuesday, we're having to put away the dry food that's on the counter because he's able to jump up to it now. Jesse, do they try to go on the porch in winter? So, Jesse, sometimes we'll have the door open and we'll have it open for like a few minutes. Some will go out, but most will stay in because of the coldness. Hello there, Kevin. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I know, Maximus, we gotta wait. Maxie, you're like, let me out, humans. Catitude. Down there in Florida, they're gonna be down to 34 degrees by Sunday. Ah, shoot, we had to unplug another diffuser. Ugh. Which one? The one in our room? Just talking to my wife. You know, we're fans of Feel Away, the little things you plug into the wall, but recently they've been like just putting off this horrible smell, and we've been having to take them out and unplug them, which is really annoying. Hello there, Rosemary. How you doing? George, it's 20 degrees in Wisconsin. It's like a heat wave after 2 weeks of sub-zero temps. Putting on some shorts and working on your tan. Sounds like a plan there, George. Sounds like a plan. George, have you lived in Wisconsin your whole life? If you don't mind me asking, and what part of Wisconsin? I think we're at about maybe 20 degrees in NC. You're at about 10, you're under 10 degrees out there in Ohio. KK, you're at 12 degrees. Hello there, AST Ridden Van. Hello. Yes, that's Max. He's one of 9 kitty cats that we live with. He's being all dramatic, of course, because he's a drama king. Hello there, Bruce. How you doing, Bruce? How are all the kitties doing? How's the Cat Cafe kitties doing, Bruce? Oh, real quickly, while I have some of the regulars, on. Tomorrow we'll be doing our donation. Hello there, Ninja Raptor. We'll be doing our donation live tomorrow at 2 o'clock, the normal time. It's going to be a little bit different though tomorrow. We are going to be doing donating to 10 different places tomorrow. The reason that is we have some extra, right? Because I asked before, like, if we have some extra, what do y'all want me to do with it? Hang on to it for a rainy day or use it. And the majority said hang on to it. But I figure it's going to be the last donation for 2025. It's going to be some December's donation. So we're going to donate to 10 different cat rescues tomorrow. Are you going to bite me, Max? You're like, oh, you're angry. You're angry, buddy. Come here, Maxie. Max. Maximus. I know, gotta get you by the door. Hello there, Icon. I'm also with the donation list. I'm not going to put it in order anymore. I'm going to kind of randomly pick things now. Maximus. Hello, buddy. Hello, eyeballs. Hello there, GGVR. Hello, Maximus. Everybody must be taking their time eating their food because we can't let you out, though, yet. I know the door is open. Who's going to come in? Orangey. Hello, Orangey. Come on, buddy. Hello there, Ashton Jose. How you doing? Bruce, you're at 12 degrees. Sounds like a heat wave there, Bruce. Oh, hold on. I don't know if I can let you out there yet, Max. I haven't got the okay from the wife yet. Hey, buddy. Orangey's doing well, everybody. He's had a little bit of gunk, kind of a teary eyeball going on. He's still, of course, tearing up the carpet, per the normal. Sorry, we got to get this house sold soon. George, your whole life, you live in a small town, you love it, people still wave to one another, help each other out. Your bedroom was an old chicken coop your grandparents gave to your folks. Interesting. Connie, you're at negative 19 with the wind chill. That sounds pleasant. Okay, Maxie, go on, buddy. Come on. One goofball in and one goofball out. Ashton, your friend has a cat. He's cute. His name is Oreo because he looks like an Oreo. You got the fish on your butt, Orangey. Yeah. I know that fish is on your butt. Speaking of the baby. So, the reason... hello, kitties. I wanted to talk about the baby. Some of you know she is going to be going on a kind of a low-fat diet. And the reason she's going to have that happening is with her ultrasound that was done a couple days ago, they saw or thought that she had some chronic or just recent pancreatitis. And the food that she's eating, which is just Fancy Feast, Purina One Dry, might be a little too rich for her stomach. And it also can cause some malnutrition issues. It can cause some absorption issues where a cat is eating normally, but they're not able to gain any weight because they're not able to break down the nutrients. So the idea with the weight loss food is, one, it's low fat. It's not high in fat. It's low in fat. It should theoretically help calm down the tummy. Now, if that starts to work and if she, I guess is doing better, then we feed her more of it in order to kind of maintain the weight that she's at right now. Hopefully that makes sense to those who were wondering as far as that goes. Hello there, John. How you doing, John? Hope you're doing well today. You know, kitties always look funny when they have an ultrasound because it always looks like they were like shaved or kind of like cut in half. But you can see she's got her pink belly. What is that, baby? Is that an inflamed nipple? I had to look at those nipples there. YouTube, don't get too excited about me using the word nipple. But yeah, we need to look at those nipples, baby, a little later. Uh, George, have such a great channel. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, I appreciate the kind words there, George. Thank you for being part of the community, part of what we do here. If anybody is new here, a little bit about what we do. We live with 9 cats. This is the baby. She just had an ultrasound done because of she's been having some loss and some other issues. So she had an ultrasound done, and it was determined that she's got some pancreatitis on and off, and it also, she might have lymphoma. It is possible. We're not at that stage yet, but she does have some like inflamed or enlarged lymph nodes, which could indicate lymphoma on the GI tract, so down in the gut. We will obviously keep an eye on that. Eventually, if it becomes worse, like if she starts to lose more weight, starts to throw up, starts to lose her appetite, not eat, then we're going to do a GI panel, and that's going to further determine what might be going on. Let me get to any questions here, though. And hello there, Black Wells. How you doing? Susan, hello Susan, how you doing? You're wondering if and how is baby going to be able to gain weight she's lost. I think whey on her will do her good. Yeah, if she needs to gain a little bit of weight, Susan, she's not terribly like underweight, but she's like 7.5 pounds. We'd be more comfortable if she was about 9 pounds or so. Hello there, Shannon. So that's kind of the deal with her. And the other thing the vet said, and we agree, is taking away the pancreatitis and taking away the potential cancer possibility. It could just be age related, right? I mean, she's like 14 years old, so she's close to what a normal older cat, normally they start to lose weight. It's natural. It could be muscle loss. It could be a variety of things, so it could just be age related as well. Ashton, I appreciate the kind words there. I'm gonna try to like see if I can get her to lay down like on her side a little bit, just because I want to take a look. I can't really tell. Hello there, Raphael. How you doing? Hello there, Andy Schultz. This looks like your kitty. You got a calico? All right, so we're going to hang out with some other cats here. We do have 9 cats altogether that we highlight during these live streams. 2 little quick things I want to say, though, before we show some of the other kitties here is, and that's Yoda. 1, this community, we donate all channel money to cat rescues. So if you're new and if this is something that you are interested in, becoming maybe a channel member, a channel member, or donating is great, because I don't keep a single cent. It all goes to cat rescues across the world. We're going to be donating to 10 cat rescues tomorrow. Tune in if you want to. Tomorrow, Sunday at 2 o'clock. Hello, the true patriot Kimmy. Your cat passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Was it recent? Susan, if she has lymphoma, will the baby get treated? I pray it's none of the above, but getting something easier to treat so she'll be able to gain weight. That's a great question, Susan. At early stage lymphoma, I would have to do some research. There might be some treatment options on that. Susan, I don't want to get too ahead of myself on like what things might be or could be, because I find that's never helpful to worry about what things can or cannot happen. But we'll cross that bridge, Susan, when the time comes, if the time comes. All right. Let me keep up on chat here. True, it was a long time ago. You're like 5 or 6, and now you're 13. Okay. Gaming with Miles, we live with 9. Come on, Yoda.
The food is downstairs.
Gaming, you have 7 kitties at your house? Okay. Susan, yeah. It's just one of those things. It's just, it's to be determined how things kind of go. But, I understand the question. And if anybody wants to ask any questions like that, feel free to. True Patriot Kimmy. His name was Smokey, and he had black fur and green eyes. Cool. So disappointing having snow. No snow outside. Hello there, whites. Patel fan, is it fine for cats to be chubby, or is it a bad thing? It's not ideal. It's not ideal for kitties to be chubby. It isn't. Because there are definitely some health issues. Like a human, if they're overweight, you're going to have some health problems. You can have health issues, diabetes, joint issues. Just a lot of health problems can happen if a kitty is overweight. Like this kitty here, this is Tiny, the tuxedo that's by the toy. She's like 18 pounds. She doesn't really eat much. She doesn't really eat any wet food. We don't really see her eating much dry food. I mean, obviously she does, but I think she just has like a fat gene. Hello there, Caesar. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ashton, we live with 9. Yeah, KK. I mean, we were supposed to get some snow, but yeah, not at the moment, not really. Which is quite disappointing. Rosemary, yes. Tiny is like a little bowling ball. She's a little bowling ball with legs and a tail. Caesar, no, not yet. That's going to take time. Unfortunately, that's something that does not happen overnight. And it may not happen at all, unfortunately. But from my understanding is like if enough people like report that, and if enough people, do a good report on that, then hopefully it'll get YouTube's attention. It really needs to get into a human reviewer, and that's very difficult to get into those kind of things, unfortunately. So to be determined still, that's still a work in progress. Kevin, I want snow. I want snow. Are you done, baby? Hi. Hi, honey. Kevin, yes, I do need a lot of help. You are correct on that. George, again, thank you for those kind words. I don't know how deserving I am of them, but I do my best.
Go get it. It's evil.
All right, let's go hang with Rosemary here for a little bit. We'll come back for these, but we're gonna go check with Rosie She made a mess this morning. You know, I always like to just kind of say what's going on. So this morning, this little kitty cat here, who's looking all cute and innocent, let me kind of zoom up to her. She's like, "Who, me? I'm fine. I yawn at you." So that little girl right there this morning had poop. Hey, the trash is coming through. Good. Uh, she had poop on like both of her blankets. She had poop on the wall. She had poop on herself. She had poop on this chair. I'm always thankful that she's pooping. But sometimes, though, it's a bit much. And she's messy sometimes. And it was not fun getting the poop out of her feet. Hi, honey. You got a spy? You're like, what's going on? Now, last week we had an ice storm. Tranquil, I know you're still having some issues with that. Hopefully things are going better, a little bit better, Tranquil. But this is from, there's ice still there. So we still have some ice from last week. Bruce, I can show you Pandora here. We're gonna hang out with Rosemary for a little bit. Hello there, Eric. Erica? Is it Eric? No, Eric. Hello there, Eric. Yeah, she is a diluted tortoiseshell. Yes, you got it. She's a favorite of the community. Um, she's about 18 or so. She's deaf, and she's on thyroid medicine. Big Meanie, I know you said you were gonna watch this earlier, but I'm gonna go back to this. So Big Meanie, I'm assuming you might be taking your kitty that's not eating well right now, might be taking, I'm assuming, this Filamazole medicine like Rosemary. And we've had to adjust it several times for her thyroid issue. Hello there, Candy Tigress. Hello and welcome to the new people that are in the chat at the moment. There's around 50-ish or so of you at the moment here. So my name is Adam. This is Rosemary. This is the Giving PAWS community. We give back all of our channel revenue back to charity at the end of every month with cat rescues. We donate to about usually 4 or 5 or 6 a month, typically about $300 each month or so. Last week we did, not last week, last year I should say, I think we donated close to about $6,000 to close to about 50 different cat rescues. Tranquil, Locket, and Princess. Outside cats have come inside and will not leave. They're used to the warmth there. Oh no, Bruce. We'll see Tranquil again before this live is over. We're gonna hang out with Rosemary here for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna go back outside again because I still got to show Kit. Hopefully, I can get Zelda on camera. Zelda's been struggling a little bit eating the last like few days or so. Maybe her kidneys are starting to finally fail. I hate to say it like that, but fail a little bit more, get a little worse. So we'll see. KK, you wonder if I could take those meds? I need my thyroid meds. Maybe. I think they're human grade medicine, KK. I don't think they're like. No, I think these are cat related. I think that's cat Pacific, KK. But you can give it a try. But I don't think it's gonna do you any good. Oh, what did I say? Did I say something? Did I say Rosemary instead of Pandora? You know me. I can't talk half the time. Hello there, Rosalinda. Rosalinda. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Candy, you have a 15-year-old black kitty named Onks. Oh, did I say tranquil? Oh, I'm sorry. Does anybody ever feel like they think they're like words in their brain are like going too quickly and then it all comes out so blah 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 like that when they talk? Because that's how I feel sometimes. Is I feel like my words in my head are like zooming by, and I got to try to catch them so I can speak them. I got to learn how to slow down when I talk, but it's really, really difficult for me to do. I got to really concentrate on talking and not things like just zooming by so quickly. Susan, this is what you had happen to your kitty that had a couple of years ago. She quit eating and drinking and went into renal failure and was 22 and a half years old. Well, she had a very long, good life, I'm assuming, Susan. God bless you for, for really advocating for her and, taking care of her for that time. So God bless as far as that goes. Well, KK, the funny thing is I don't drink coffee. Coffee to me is nasty, like nasty mud water. All right, we're gonna come back to Rosemary. We're gonna go back outside though, and go hang out with some other cats again. Hi, Yoda. I know. I agree. Meh. Yoda, look down, not up. Again, if anybody is new here, this is just not a channel about cute little adorable cats. This is a channel that gives back. This is a channel that makes a difference in the world. So this is a channel that's something for real, like real change, real help. Just not showing off cute cats. There's a little bit of substance and depth to here and to what we do. And if anybody's interested in what I mean by that, and if you are new, then please type it in chat and I'll let you know. This is Yoda, by the way, for those who might be new. I know last night, Tranquil, when you had your live, you saw shields, right, instead of wrenches, but I was curious about that today, and all I see are just wrenches. So I don't know if there was a YouTube glitch or something was going on. Susan, she was given to you from a neighbor who moved to Virginia and planning to have her put down. So I said I wanted her, your mom, and you gave her fluids and pilled. It sounds like Rosemary's story a little bit, Susan. Where somebody brought her in and wanted to put her down, and she said no. Candy Tigress, I appreciate the subscription. Know that you're a part now of a community that does something for real, that donates all their channel revenue to charity, to cat rescues around the world, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. Hey, Whites. Come on, Whites. Come on, baby.
Didn't take it away from you, Yoda.
Bruce, here's Pandora. I'm assuming you're probably still on the live. You haven't had your pancake fix here. So here's your little Miss Pancakes. Pandora's doing fine. She's maintaining her weight. I don't really got much to say about Pandora. She's good. She's herself. George, the previous post was perfect. It's better to lose a senior than to let them die alone. Yeah, or die in a shelter, for sure, George. And I have that on like the thumbnail for tomorrow's donation live. I really like that saying. I probably stole it from somebody. um, but I don't know who it was, so I couldn't see it. I couldn't see like the name, but it's gonna stay there. I'm gonna continue to do that. Yeah, John. So what people are talking about, like yesterday, Tranquil had a live, and they were seeing, like you see, like the blue wrenches, right, John? Like next to the name, like the moderators, they have those blue wrenches. I guess some people are still like seeing instead of a wrench, they're seeing a shield, like a knight's shield. So I don't know. I don't know what any of that's about. So who knows? Sharebear, you're just passing through. Have a good day. You too. Have a better day. Hello there, Dallas House. Do you live in Dallas House? All right, let me see if I can get Pandora. What's her name? Zelda. Zelda. Come on, Zelda. Come down to the dirty socks. Zelda. Come on, Zeus. Come on, kitty. Hi, Zelda. Hello there, Smoky Bones, too. How you doing? So that's Zelda. Those who are new, she's 21. We've had her, lived with her since she was like 6 months old or so. Another kind of rescue in a way from a family member. She is a diabetic kitty, so she gets insulin twice a day. Has for like 10 plus years. She has kidney failure. One of her kidneys are basically shot, pretty much. The other one is still doing okay. We have supplements that we give to kind of help her kidneys, help them along the best that we can. She's got cataracts, or is it glaucoma? I can't remember which. I'm sure my wife will tell me which one in chat. And she's got a heart murmur. So she's got some medical issues, but she's chugging along, you know, doing the best she can. Like, aren't we all? I think Kit must be downstairs, so we might travel downstairs for a moment. All right, so that's enough of Zeusy. George, we haven't mentioned it. I know Shelly is very busy, with what's going on in her life. With, some of the kitties obviously going into more, I guess permanent homes, if you will. What are the kidney supplements? So George, I think me and Shelly will have another like dual live sometime in February, would be my assumption. These are the kidney supplements that we use, KK. Zelda's been taking these for about, maybe a couple of years or so. And I really feel like this has kind of like helped protect her kidneys, like slow down the kidney disease that's going on. So would highly recommend this. We also have been giving it to Rosemary as well, maybe for the last, 3 months or so, 6 months maybe. But anyways, so these are the supplements. You're not for you, Yoda. You're like, I want those supplements, though. John, you looked it up. A shield means a higher level than a standard blue wrench moderator. So why would someone get that without my knowledge? I have no idea, John. I'll have to look into it maybe myself out of my own curiosity. Connie, no, that medicine or that supplement that I was just showing, the kidney supplement, you can get it on Amazon. You can probably get it on Chewy. You can probably get it elsewhere as well. So no, it's not a vet prescription. Nope. Tranquil. Everybody, literally everyone who should have a wrench has a shield. That's very interesting, Tranquil. Like I said, all I see are wrenches. That's just very interesting. John, it's a higher channel administrator position, apparently. Huh. I'll look into it. I'm curious now. Connie, how do you know when your kitty? And there might be still another question to that, Connie. So I'll wait for you if you have something else.
Get it.
All right, I'm probably done in there.
Somebody's got the zoomies at the moment. Hank.
Baby. Now the baby's older now, but as much as like Yoda runs after this blue dot, this red dot, the baby would really go really crazy. You saw her earlier in the live where she was like really going nuts with it. She could kick it up, kind of like what she's doing right now. But she would do that for like a long time. And of course, eventually she'd kind of fall over a little bit because she'd get a little dizzy. Ugh. So.
Hank.
Yoda, can you change the thermostat over here for me? Can you get up to that spot? Can you turn on the light switch? That'd be kind of funny. I hear my wife saying I'm losing my mind, which is very true. George, what's the plan when they finally catch the laser? I have no idea, George. Get another laser? Now, I know there are some people that say, hey, you know, you shouldn't be using a cat laser for cats because it's like it like affects them, it like hurts them and like mentally, it like, you know, because they can never actually catch it. And I understand where a person is coming from in that thinking. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I do understand why they say it. But that's why you have like, you know, physical things that they can actually play with, posts and you know, toys and things like that. Raphael, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day or night out there. Probably nighttime out there in Switzerland, I think. Take care. I know she got you, didn't she, Orangey? You're like twice her size, Orange, but I think she could take you down because Orangey, you're a big puffball. Hello there, Winston 24. Orangey, you got a big branding smile, a clown face on your stomach. All right, I got to get back up, unfortunately. Oh. Whew. Never get old, people. Never get old. Winston, Orange is about 4. George, of course, of course. All right, I think everybody's done. So let's head back into Rosemary's room. Check out Sleeping Beauty. Winston, they are only inside only. We do have a screened-in porch that we, depending on how the weather is, they'll hang out there for a chunk of time. But these are inside only kitties. But it's a good size house though, that they live in. So they got plenty of space. Connie, how do you know when the kitties need supplements? Well, usually, Connie, like if it's kidney disease related, um, if they're starting to drink more water, if they're starting to vomit more, if they're starting to maybe be more hesitant on what they normally eat or are like not wanting to eat their food, always a good idea, of course, to go to the vet and have blood work done. Um, to kind of confirm, is there some kind of kidney issue going on, because unfortunately when it comes to kidney related issues, um there's no test that like has early detection yet. um there is the SDMA test. I don't know what that stands for, but it kind of like it'll is part of normal blood work usually. um but the SDMA test, it measures like the functionality of a kidney, but it doesn't start to like show like if there's stuff going on, deterioration, kidney disease going on, until I think it's at least like already at like failure or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the numbers are, but there is though supposedly, from what I've read, and I've had people talk about it, I think me and Shelly have talked about it. There is like some kind of like trial study or something going on. Winston, have a good day. Hopefully, you'll join us again and become part of the community. Part of what we do here. There's somebody out in Japan. There's like a scientist or something, like a study of some kind that's supposed to detect like kidney disease early, like earlier than what it's detected at now. I'm sure some of you probably have heard of that as well. So, hopefully that can be on the market soon. It'd probably be like a blood test, but I think that can definitely, help. But I'm gonna be real honest, and you all know me. I'm known for my honesty, and some people, they don't like it. Some people do, whatever. I think about this. Part of the reason that I think a lot of cats are having these health issues is because their life is being extended, maybe to a point where they shouldn't be. And what I mean by that is 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, an inside cat, well, there really were no inside cats. I mean, of course there were, but most cats lived outside, right? So we brought them into our homes, and then through modern science, modern technology, things like that, we're able to prolong and extend their lives, right? Um, but part of like the deal of extending and prolonging these lives is they're going to be more prone to issues that maybe normally naturally they wouldn't, because they're not living to be 15, 18, 19, 20, 22, 25 years, whatever. It's like a human. I mean, we're only supposed to be on this planet for a certain period of time. And I just think that that could be part of maybe like what's going on a little bit. Now, some of you may not agree with me, and that is perfectly fine. um and some of you might, and that's great. It's just my opinion, obviously. but I just think that could be kind of like part of what's going on is everything is being extended. And to me, I guess as long as the quality of life is there, then I'm fine with that. But when the quality of life dips or there's not the quality of life anymore, then that's where it becomes kind of, we need to do something here. It's not the most pleasant of subjects, but it's just kind of to me how it is. Um, I don't know what y'all think about that. Um, but anyways, let's see what people are saying. The food is nutrient deficient. That is true. So you do have KK. You do raise a point there. So because we've transitioned into like cat food, whether it's dry food or wet food, compared to like a mouse or a bird, that's the natural way of things. That's kind of like the natural order of things. Instead you have a bird and or a bird or a mouse in a can. Right? And that's like not natural. And you got all these chemicals in here because you have to what? You got to preserve the food. So, same with human food. Hello there, Lewis. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Shelly. Hope you're doing well. But again, just my thoughts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm selfish like anybody else. Or at least I'll admit I'm selfish. I mean, I want these cats to be around for longer than they should be. I'd love to have another 3 to 5, 6, 7, 10 years with Rosemary, but at what cost? Same with Zelda. I'd love to be with her for, another 5 to 10 years, but at what cost? Is it best for her? No. Is it best for me? Yes. And that's where it's like that's the problem. Because, I mean, I'll be honest enough to say we're selfish. Human beings are selfish. We're selfish. Hello there, Rave House. This kitty looks like your kitty Cleo. So that's what I was saying earlier, that this is just not a cute cat channel. Sometimes I'll kind of like, I'll get into the weeds of topics that maybe are, I don't know, a little controversial, a little uncomfortable from time to time. But I don't know any other way to be, but to be me. Rave House, do I remember you from last week? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm glad that you came back, though. I mean, hopefully that means that this channel, myself, these cats left you with a good impression and kind of brightened your day. So that's good. Hope you've been doing well. Depending on where you live, hopefully you didn't have too much ice or anything if you're in the middle of the country, if you're in the US. You have 6 kitties and you live in the UK. Okay. So you got the gloomy. You got weather that looks like this probably kind of all the time then, right? Kind of cloudy, overcast, dreary. Eric, foods like science diet and very other cat food or dog foods are sort of processed foods. I mean, they are. I agree. They are. I'm not sure how to say that name, so I'm just gonna call you K because I don't want to screw that name up because I'm terrible with names. Yes, we are. You had a kitty for 14 years, developed diabetes, is fine for insulin for a couple of those years, but the organs started to fail and you had to put them down due to the quality of life. Yeah, okay. We've been in, my wife and I have been in the same situation. We had a situation a few years back where we had to say goodbye to three in a 6 month time frame, 3 kitties. One was due to kidney failure. One was due to lymphoma, and one was due to congestive heart failure. So yeah, we know how it is. Lewis, yeah, we were expecting snow, but right now we got nothing, which is very sad to me. I was, they were saying like, hey, we might get like 6 inches or 8 inches of snow, but right now we don't have really anything, which is just so sad to me. We don't ever seem to get snow where we live. We live in like a bubble. It goes above us and below us and to the sides, but it never hits us. Eh. John, selfish is fine if you use it to help others. Selfish makes no sense because you're not able to help others. There's nuance there. Yes, John, of course. And I always liked you, John, because you're always, you're not a surface level. You have a lot of always interesting and deep thoughts, so which I appreciate. Susan, it is dinner time. You have yourself a blessed day. All right, Susan, it was nice talking to you as always. And sorry if you said something wrong about cats living. No, no, not at all. Not at all. No, I was just saying that, just sometimes I feel like because these doggies are living so long, we're kind of like, I don't know, as human beings, we're kind of like maybe pushing the limit a little bit, kind of, I hate to say it like this, but kind of acting like God in a way. And, that's a little problematic, I think. Rave House, you got to go to bed. Best of luck, and you'll be here next week. Okay, awesome, Rave House. Well, Rave House, we're having a donation. If you're still here, we have a live donation tomorrow around the same time. Feel free to join. It's not as exciting as these lives with the cats, but it is the most important work that we do each month. Hello there, Maureen. Hello there, Linda. You lost your kitty Neo after 16 years and how you miss him dearly. I'm sorry to hear that, Linda. Condolences, of course. If you don't mind me asking, how did Neo pass away? Lori, you have have furrows, two left from neighborhood abandoned kitties. 20 years old is mama and daughter 17, and eight outside. The two left outside have been a long journey as you are now a little older. A little bit more experience there in life, Laura. Well, Laura, God bless for what you're doing there. That's always appreciated, and I think you found a good community if you want to become subscribed to it and hang out during these live streams. I always encourage people, if you have cat experience, if you love cats, if you want to kind of like hang around fellow cat parents and cat lovers, this is really one of the best communities you could do that at during these live streams. We go live twice a week, Saturdays and Tuesdays. It's almost like a TV program, so just tune in. 6L. We don't do churro. These cats, to be honest with you, aren't really big churro fans. We've tried it before, like the different packets, like tuna, chicken, things like that, the different flavors. And to be honest with you, they don't usually even wind up licking like the whole package, just like one whole package. They don't even wind up eating all of that, like between the nine of them. So we're not really big churro folks around here. Hey there, Triple B. How you doing? Is this Carol or Kimberly or maybe a combination of both? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you as always. Okay, you have a new kitty. You rescued him. He literally ran up to you when you took out the garbage. You said it was universe sending you another kitty after yours had passed away. Yep, I agree with that, Kay. And I'm glad for everybody who's ever lost. I'm glad that the loss, this is going to sound strange, but bear with me. Hopefully it'll make sense. I'm glad the loss of a kitty did not harden your heart and say, no, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to close my life up on that. I'm not going to bring in another life to give, to help, to live with my life with, and that you are keeping your hearts open and that you are keeping your hearts tender. To me, that is like incredibly important. Incredibly important. Hello there, Sheila. Sorry, I can't not say your name. Sheila. Sheila. Hello there, Sheila. Why do you say poor baby? Triple B. You're good. You've been working a lot and saving for your future cat sanctuary. Awesome, Triple B. That is really cool. Maybe Triple B in the future we can donate to your cat sanctuary. Tasha, what do you do if your cat is too needy? Can you give me some more details? Is this a cat that lives by themselves? Is there more than one cat? Can you give me some more details? And what do you mean by needy? No, it is at the hour mark. Normally, this is when I start to say my goodbyes, but I do want to try to help or get a little bit more insight from Tasha here, just to kind of see if we can maybe help, or give some advice or just give some thoughts. So we're gonna hang out for a few more minutes. Um, let's see. So she fights with her cousin a lot, but you're trying to get a black cat. But you're scared that she's going to attack the black one too, and she's really needy with your mom and your sister. Is this cat fixed? Normally aggression doesn't happen in female cats, but not always. But is this a fixed kitty? Or do you happen to know, is this kitty fixed? Do you happen to know how old she is? Like you're scared that she's gonna hit the black cat out of her way because she likes only want to be in the bed. Okay. Well, I will say one thing that can help, maybe it could be a calming influence, here, Tasha. Even though I've been having bad luck with them recently, I still am a believer in Feel Away. Feel Away is something you can plug into your wall and you can diffuse it. Let's see. So she's one. She did get fixed in 2025, in December of 2025. Do you feel like she gets enough attention on her own? Now, I will say some cats, they just work better just living by themselves. Some cats, they just are like they're just a one person cat. That's it. Sorry, Rosie. Hey, Big Meanie. How you doing, Big Meanie? Yeah, Tasha, maybe you could try to. Food is normally a great motivator. And Shelly here has some good advice where she's saying it can take about 6 months for them to relax after getting spayed. So time and patience there. Time and patience is important. Um, but what I was gonna say, oh, Big Meanie, can you tell me, since you're here, a little bit more about your comment that you made in the beginning of the live? Also, how did the vet appointment go? And hopefully the blood donation went well. But can you talk a little bit more or chat a little bit more about what's going on with your older kitty that you was talking about where she's not eating? I talked about a few things in the beginning of the live, but I did want to do a little bit more. Um, John, you're lucky. All the cat pillies got along from the get go. You doubt they treat another cat coming in so well after being together after being together for 5 years. Yeah, maybe not, John. What I was gonna say though, one thing that sometimes can bring cats together is dinner time. Um, if you can get the kitties to like eat together, sometimes that creates a bond, in my experience. Not with Miss Rosemary here though. It's Rosemary says I ain't get along with any of these other cats. That's why I got my own room. Or Big Meanie, if you just want to like leave a comment on a video, that's fine. We can kind of go back and forth with that. Or, if you want to send me an email as well. Let's see. So it's okay. Rascal is needing to stay to get an IV for fluid. She's almost eaten nothing over the last 3 days. Bet isn't concerned of that much and thinks it's just the thyroid. Does does Rascal take this Big Meanie Filmazoli? Is that, I'm assuming, what Rascal is on? The Filmazole, the little pink pills. Wants to make sure that it's not liver. And yeah, she takes that. Okay. Yeah, liver disease, liver failure. That's not a good thing. What I was saying though earlier, the Big Meanie, so you don't have to watch this again. I mean, unless you want to, that's totally up to you. But I was just talking about as far as cats as far as they're not eating, like Rosemary here. Rosemary is a diet or a hyperthyroid cat, and she sometimes, because of her hyperthyroidism, she's a little wonky with her food. Sometimes she just doesn't want to eat. So we give her like a buffet, basically. And you might do the same already, the Big Meanie. You might do the same. But that's what we do. It's not necessarily the best thing to do, but we just get something that she'll eat and then we just stay with it for a little while. So we just kind of got to be very just, proactive with just what we feed her and just try different things. That's kind of the best advice I can give. I need to clip my nails. My nails are way too long. Lewis, no, I'm not gonna go 90 minutes today. No, no. I'm probably gonna do for a few more minutes and then I'll probably be done. Um, Big Meanie, you try to feed her whatever. Just like myself, also give treats a lot and give her love. Yeah. Well, hopefully, Big Meanie, the rascal is just having a moment. Try seafood. I know seafood is not great for hyperthyroidic cats. Seafood really isn't great for any cat, too much seafood, but usually the stinkier the food, it helps. Something that can kind of get the nose going. And, because cats, they kind of eat through their nose or they eat with their nose, because if they can't smell or if they have a smelling problem, then they're less likely to eat their food as well. But if you want more advice or if you want to kind of just get some more advice from myself or kind of my experience, Big Meanie, just feel free to send me just another comment or just send me an email if you're comfortable with that. My email it's on my channel page. You can email me about it about anytime, whatever, and I can just give you some advice. And it's just another cat parent to talk to as well. So that option is always there. My door is or always open, if you will. I'm always here to try to help. And that goes for anybody. If anybody ever needs to email me, feel free to. You know, um, I always have. I feel like some helpful advice, some experience, and an ear to listen to, if you will. So, but anyways, on that note, I'm going to start to wrap things up here. And I'm going to finish with my 3 things. Most of y'all know my 3 things, but hey, repetition, I always like to say it, and maybe somebody's new here as well. My wife doesn't like bacon, John. She doesn't like the taste of it or the grittiness to it. George, yes, she does look like she's got a little smile on her face. Adopt, don't shop. Let's put cat breeders out of business. Hello there, kitty fingers, or kitty fingers, crazy fingers. Adopt, don't shop. Let's put those cat breeders, cat designer cats out of business. We don't need designer cats. We just need cats. Adopt an older cat, special need cat, senior cat if you are thinking of adopting. Advocate. Always advocate, whether that's advocating at the vet, whether that's getting a second opinion, whether that's, not challenging, but just asking questions to your vets. Always advocate. It's helpful. You are their voice. You are their only voice. They cannot speak, so you need to speak up for them. So always advocate. On that note, again, I will be doing another live stream tomorrow at the same time, 2 p.m. We will be doing our donations for the month of December, the last month of 2025. We will be donating to not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but 10 cat rescues tomorrow. It'll be kind of like a blast. So tomorrow, I hope to see some of you there. Those never get as much attention as I'd want them to. Just a lot of people just don't come to them. And I understand. You're just hearing me and we're going through websites and you're seeing me struggle to make payments to websites through PayPal or through a credit card. It's kind of humorous, but it's kind of, it is what it is. But that's the heart of what we do with this channel. Anyways, and anywho, I wish you all a good day or night. God bless. Take care. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, I'll see some of you on maybe Shelly's live if she's got a live tomorrow, or on the next live we do here. So until then, take care. God bless. And me and Miss Rosemary, who I'm bugging, love all the emojis there, Shelly. Appreciate there. Joseph, that's very kind that you upgraded your membership to Max. Now you're hanging with Mr. Maximus. Oh, Whiskers Maximus. Very kind of you, Joseph. Appreciate that. So until then, God bless. Take care. And we will see you later. All right. Bye, all. Oh, I don't feel the belly. She says, bye, people. Look at my eyeballs. And donate to my cause. Well, not my cause, but my fellow kitties around the world as I stick my foot in my ear. All right. Bye, all.